section number 55 is entitled The General Form of Quadratic Equations. The general form of quadratic equations. Now the exercise here is just to write it in the general form. The general form is some number times x squared plus or minus some number times x plus or minus some constant equal to 0. And a should not be 0. After all, if you have this and it turns out that a is 0, well, what's 0 times x squared equals 0? 0 times x squared is 0 plus bx plus c. Well, that's just bx plus c equals 0. This is the equation of a line. Instead of n, we have b, and instead of b, we have c. That's the equation of a line. This is a quadratic equation that's set equal to 0. This is a line that we have set equal to 0. I mean, b and c are just letters. It's just like mx plus b. A number times x plus a number. That's a line. It's not a quadratic. It's not a quadratic. It's a line. A quadratic is when you have an x squared and nothing higher. So if we're going to have an x squared, a cannot be 0. If it is, not a big deal. We just don't have a quadratic. We have a line. If you have 7x squared plus 4x plus 3 equals to 0. This is a. Whatever x squared is being multiplied by is a. Whatever x is being multiplied by, including the sign, that's b. That would have to equal 0. Whatever the constant is, including the sign, is c. But it has to equal 0. If it doesn't equal 0, get it to equal 0 first. If you have 3x squared minus 5x minus 11 equals 0. Whatever x squared is being multiplied by, that's a. Whatever x is being multiplied by is b. b is negative 5. Whatever the constant is c. So you have negative 4x squared plus 7x minus 3 equals to 0. That's a. What's being multiplied by x is b, and the constant is c. And a is what x squared is being multiplied by. If you have 4 minus 3x squared plus 9x equals 0. It equals 0. Whatever x squared is multiplied by is a. Whatever x is being multiplied by is b. And the constant is c. It is not as simple as a, b, c. No, it's not that. If x squared is first and x is second and the constant is third, then fair enough. It's as easy as first, second, third, a, b, c. But if it's out of order, it's not. Now, if you have something like 3x minus 4 is equal to 5x squared, it's not equal to 0. So let's bring everything to the right side. The 5x squared is already there. We bring the undistinct 3x over as negative 3x. And the negative 4 over as positive 4. And now it does equal 0. The number that x squared is being multiplied by is a. That is, a is 5. And whatever x is being multiplied by is b. And what the constant is c. Notice I always circle the signs. Try one more. For this exercise, all we're doing is recognizing that the equation is in the general form, or putting it into the general form, and writing down what A, B, and C are. If you have x squared over 3 minus 2x over 5 plus 7 equals 0. Now, some of you can just read this off. For those of you who can't, a couple of comments. One, you should recognize that there's a 1 in front. This is the same as 1/3 times x squared minus, this is the same as 2/5 times x plus 7. That's A, that's B, that's C. How can we have done this simpler, quicker? X squared over 3 minus 2x over 5 plus 7 is 0. Understand there's a 1 in front here. That's A, that's B, and that's C. Include the denominators, that's all. That's the big deal here. Include the denominators. Since that's x squared, 1/3 is A. A lot of people will say 1/3 x squared is A. No. X squared and A are separate. B is not negative 2x over 5. B is just negative 2/5. And C in this case is 7 or positive 7. That completes the section on general form of the quadratic equation.